Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Good morning, crypto friends. How are we doing out there? Looking at the charts, we're going red to green all the way across the board, so we'll cover those names for you. Let's start out with BTC/USD. We are looking at support to hold at the 44,017.88 USD and resistance up there at the 45,964. Most of these names we are inverted on these moving averages, so keep an eye out for that as we move through these charts. We have the 100-day above, the 26, and the 12. We want that to be opposite because we are going to meet resistance trying to get through those averages on the way back up. Let's move on to Ethereum, ETH/USD, up 7.36%. So we have a support hold up at the 3424.57, resistance 3567.05. And we are back in the trades here. So we're trailing this thing with a stop loss, keeping it just beneath these, underneath the support levels, just in case. Let's move on to BNB/USD, Binance Coin, tight range here. You see we met that resistance on that 12-day moving average, so we'll keep that in mind. So support 5520.612 and resistance 534.43. Right on that 12-day. Once again, let's go ADA, Cardano, also known as ADA. Heard it called that as well. We do have a tight range. I got this off the 1 hour support, the 2.084. So look for that to hold. Let's get this stop loss a little bit tighter here as we are initiating this trade. We'll put it just underneath this big candle here. And resistance up at the 2.1449. Move on to DOT/USD, PolkaDot, up 6.75%. Good bounce off that 12-day. We got the 26 cross back here over the 12. We're looking for these to start trending upward. And we will fall down on that 100-day support there. So 40.42 is your support level. 41.712 is your resistance. Let's have a look at Doge. Doge climbing through. Looks like we're going to get a little run up here as folks wake up this morning and discover that, oh, wait, we're bouncing. So looking at support to hold at 49.47 and resistance up there to 0.5165, and we've had a lot of issues trying to get above that 0.52. So we'll watch out for that. For Doge, looking for some catalysts to come up and rocket us through there. Let's move on to LTC/USD. Litecoin up 12.81% as I indicated on the thumbnail. So we have support holding up steady at the 300.84 and resistance up on this previous high at the 319.12, and you can see the 12 and the 26 starting to curl upward, which is a good sign as we head up to that 100-day moving average. Moving on to LINK/USD. Got all the way up here. So we have resistance all the way up at the 43.188. And we may need to check in on, there's some support right there, at the 41.05. Moving on to XLM/USD. We have resistance up at the 0.711 and support right there. Be your next level at the 0.671097. RSI dead center. This particular name, we are above this 100-day moving average, which has been providing support along the way here. And we'll just keep an eye on those 12 and 26. Move on to VET/USD, Vechain. Resistance up at the 0.17139 and support. We are looking at the 0.166. We'll trail that stop on up there. About right there. Moving on to FIL USD. So we have resistance at the 106.202 and support right there at the 100.82. So watch that $100 psychological. And we'll tighten this stop up here. There we are. Moving on to Storj, STORJ USD. Back here in allergy land, ladies and gentlemen. So we are struggling. Looking at support to hold at the 1.547, resistance 1.6197 for Storj. Let's move on to IOTA, Internet of Things. Trying to get through that 100-day moving average, so we have resistance there at the 2.03. And we'll put these support levels here on the bottoms of these candles, not the wicks. As we do, well, I'll tell you what, let's do this because we do have the 12 and the 26 just beneath us here. We'll drop that down right there to 1.933 as we did come down and test those moving averages there. Moving on to comp, COMP USD. Let's get it up there. There we go. Support 692.668 and resistance is at the 728.6286. And we'll put the stop level right there. I usually don't call those out because most folks are going to have different risk tolerances that they're want to work with, but I usually just set it just below either the moving average or the previous low underneath the support level. Let's move on to BAT USD. Basic attention coin. Trying to get through this resistance right here. As you see, we have a double top going. And we'll step over here and find the next level up. It's going to be right there. So we got in between the 12 and the 26. So once we get through there, we got some running room. So look for support to hold up here at the 1.125 and resistance at the 1.184. Moving on to Ethereum Classic. This one's been a laggard, so we're going to watch that one today. Trying to jump in on here something early. So we have support at the 89.735, resistance up at the 95.587. And moving on to MANA, MANA USD up 13.65%. So we have our support levels at the 1.195 and resistance at the 1.2646. Well, let's move on to ZIL, ZIL USD. ZIL support 0.1748, resistance 0.18501. Stop loss up here. There we go. And we are good to go. Moving on to NU USD up 14.77%. So nice run up here. We did blow through that 100-day moving average. See if we can close above there. Would be ideal for us. And looking for support to hold up at the 0.420 and resistance up at the 0.460. And we'll set that stop loss just about right there. There we go. NMR USD. Been kind of quiet here. And pretty much in the same range. Stuck in between this 100-day and a 12-day. But you can see we are about to get the cross. The 100-day is going to go underneath the 26-day moving average. So that should give us a little push to move forward. So we got one more to go. And we're off and running for NMR USD. Let's look at the graph token. GRT USD resistance to 1.280. Support at the 1.225 and stop loss back up just beneath that activity there. Moving on to UNI Uniswap, UNI USD. Coming to you from Coinbase. So we're looking at support to hold up at the 34.693 and resistance up there at the 38.379, and we'll set our stop loss just beneath there. Moving on to AAVE USD. And where are we at? 659. We're not near the all-time high yet, but we're getting close. And we'll go to the 1 hour, see if we can pick up a support level. There we go. Grab that previous low at 647.975 and resistance up at the 671 point. That is an all-time high up there. Yeah, there's your all-time high at the 671. Let's move on to MKR USD. MKR USD. Resistance up at the 5169.619. And support at the 4912.27. Stop loss back up here. There we go. Moving into some NFTs. Audio. We have resistance. Don't have these labeled for some reason. That's weird. So there's your support level for audio as 2.130. And lots of selling here on audio. People are weak hands right here. 2.301 is your resistance. Let's move on to CHZ USD. 0.4435 is your resistance level. And support is 0.430. And stop loss is going to go about right there. Theta, THETA USD. And we have resistance up at the $10.30 USD. And where's our support going to be? Right there at the 9.842. And let's move on to ENJB USD. Resistance at the 2.0316. Apologize for that background noise, just stepping in there. And support at the 1.9341. Wrapping up here with Harmony 1. Up a massive 23.4%. So looking all the way up here, trying to get through that as we speak. 0.1719 is your resistance, and looking down for support to hold. We'll switch to the 1 hour quickly. So you don't have to endure this background noise if you can hear that. Support at the 0.1565. And looking at BTC dominance, kind of steady, trailing off just slightly. Continue to trail off. So we're at 40.41% of the crypto market cap is BTC USD. And switching over to the total crypto market cap, we're back in the 2 trillion again. So 2,095,000,000,000 is the total market cap. So folks, that does it for me. Thank you for stopping by. Hit the like, subscribe, ring that alert bell. And I will see you tonight at the Crypto Happy Hour.